name is Kin Sang. I work in the finance industry.
Hi, I'm Karine, also finance, but in the oil trading industry.
My parents basically stay with us together with my 2 kids. We also have 2 lovely pets.
And a helper.
And a helper. So in total of 7 plus 2. My parents are 70 and 65 years old. They were actually staying on their own. So because of their old age, I actually invited them to stay with us to take care of them. We moved in here for a period of 2 years. So when we bought this house, it was during the COVID period. We figured out that during that period, there was going to be restrictions. So that was one of the reasons why we decided to buy a bigger house, so there's more space and facilities for my kids to enjoy. Personally, I feel that the house is actually a reflection of who we are and what we basically like. We try to bring in as much natural element into the house. We have grounded plants, we have potted plants, we have hanging plants. So that was the design concept. We are basically more of the oriental and resort style. So we wanted the house that feels relaxing and cozy at the same time. That's why you notice we brought in a lot of natural elements like the wood. For example, my ceiling is cladded in natural wood. We have wood carvings, we have wood furniture that we brought in. So these are the elements that we wanted to integrate with the house.
I think from the old house over here, we actually brought quite a number of furnitures, and we really love, carvings that is really very heavy on oriental. There are some angles and some corners that are more oriental, and for the rest of the parts we try to be as neutral as possible. Like we have this walk-in foyer which we have a bare brick feature wall, so that's more neutral as compared to oriental.
I think we are very fortunate that our ID is very patient with us to help us integrate and think of ideas on how to mix both new and old. The cost, I think, adds up to about 800,000 incrementally, so we were adding stuff along the way. So when I first bought this house, there were a lot of walls all around. In fact, the space behind me you see is actually a concrete wall. So what we did was we actually knocked down the walls and created this open space here. The intention is to allow more natural light and wind to come in. Other than knocking down walls, we also added in breeze blocks to allow natural wind to go through, especially when during rainy days you feel that it's very cooling. For me, I don't even need to turn on the aircon every day. So that's something that is a plus point for me for this house. The greeneries that you see behind are actually all planted by myself. I actually take pride in taking care of the plants. On a monthly basis, I actually go into the water with a ladder, climb out to trim the plants and to make sure that they are neat and tidy.
And I think the green element is also added into our toilets. When I go shower, I can see the green plants. So it's very different on a normal toilet where you don't get to see greeneries.
Facilities that you see around here, most of it are her ideas. For example, the spa pool. And then the home theatre. So from young age, I actually am very interested in doing audiovisual hi-fi equipment. So this is actually a dream come true, having the man cave. So that room actually serves a dual purpose. First purpose is a home theatre, and then also it's a karaoke centre. So in terms of equipment, for wiring, lightings, all this are done on my own. The whole duration of setting up the man cave actually was about 6 months. In terms of hi-fi equipment, I engaged the help of Teo Hing. They actually gave me professional advice as to what kind of equipment to purchase, what microphone works well. So that was my journey in building out the man cave. Actually, it started off as a man cave, more of a family cave right now, whereby we will come together and bond in that space. So that's something I thought would be important for us to have. I think the kids enjoy the most part of the entertainment room will be munching on the chips. That will be the part they enjoy the most.
And the aircon.
Yeah, and the aircon, yes.
I like the painting that is actually up in the loft. It's very bright, very colourful. Even my accessories, everything is very colourful. So that's one of my favourite.
For me, I will have to mention my cabinet here. This is a 300 years old cabinet which we bought off an ambassador that was working in Singapore. Basically made of teak wood. What I like about this piece is the carving that is on it is 八仙过海 carving. So this is something that I like it very much. The other piece that I adore a lot is the dragon carving, which is carved out of camphor wood. It's a kind of wood that actually emits a fragrance that will repel insects naturally. These two pieces are my favourite so far for the house.
If you talk about antique, there can be very different historical backgrounds. You can be from China, can be from India. I think it's a journey that you have to know what you're interested first. before you can actually develop further.
Actually, there are two types of antique. One is real authentic antiques. The other one would be furnitures that are made to look old. So for us, we usually go to reputable suppliers to know the authenticity. Usually when we buy antiques, they will provide a history of the piece that we are buying. So from there, you will know that the history of this piece and it's authentic.
I think the most relaxing part, of course, definitely is my bedroom. That's where I rest. The second is this side, the swing. It's very relaxing. Listen to the water, sitting on a swing, relaxing yourself after a hard day's work. And I think the third spot is the garden outside. I have a spa pond. So that's where I have just dip my feet in during the weekends, watch a video or read a book. Can I add one more? The entertainment room. So that's where my family had shows or karaoke weekends for chill.